Hi, welcome back. My name is Sheldon McLeod. This is Thinking Out Loud and is presented to you here exclusively on the Saltwire Network. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending your time with me. A friend of mine who uses a wheelchair has spoken to me many times, spoken to the media many times over the years about some of the challenges in trying to get around the city. And one of the big challenges is if you use Accessibus, it's a great service, but you have to plan ahead. You have to book a space. But if something immediate comes up, that's when things start to become a little more challenging. And as we know, Halifax Regional Municipality has been talking about this for some time. In fact, a news release that came out just today is describing a new accessible taxi service called Extra Care Taxi. There's going to be an event coming up at the 1st of October to, show members of the public what's going to happen, how this works, show off this accessible taxi. And this is all because of a staff recommendation. And this is a 3-year contract that was granted to Extra Care Taxi. Now, there's already a website. There already is a phone service available. There already is an app that will allow you to access this new accessible service. And to talk a little bit more about it, I want to welcome Alex Wilson to the conversation. And Alex, it's so nice to see you. Thank you for doing this.
Well, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
This is something that a lot of people have been looking forward to. Is it up and running now? Is it available? If someone wanted to book an accessible cab today, could they use this service?
Absolutely. We have been up and running since mid-July, and we have been steadily very busy every day. So yes, we've been up and running for a month and a half, and everything is going really, really well.
So what are we talking about? How many vehicles are in this fleet right now?
So right now we have 10 wheelchair accessible vehicles on the road. Each van accommodates one person in a wheelchair and up to three other passengers.
And it obviously is to help accommodate people who may be traveling with others or on their way to an appointment. And what kind of, is this just like you would expect with a taxi? If you want one now, that it can become a reality in a matter of minutes, not, booking it ahead by days in advance?
Yes, so absolutely. So we are an on-demand taxi company. This is a partnership with HRM and our parent company, which is Seniors Transit. So Seniors Transit has been around for about 4 years now. Mm-hmm. And HRM has partnered with Seniors Transit to create Extra Care Taxi. So Extra Care is on demand. So you don't have to pre-book it. You don't have to plan in advance. If you want to go right away, you call the cab just like you would call any other taxi, and we come and get you. So we are so extremely happy to be able to bring this service to HRM. As you probably are aware, there are very, very few wheelchair taxis in Halifax. Mm-hmm. And this is something that people have been lobbying for quite some time. So we're really thrilled to be able to bring this to HRM.
There at one point was a huge lineup of folks, a long queue of folks waiting to have a taxi license in HRM because it is regulated. It is administered by Halifax Regional Municipality. There are processes in place. Some folks were able to perhaps expedite that process by saying, listen, I'm going to have a cab that's accessible, but it was a higher cost for the equipment, higher cost for the vehicle, more wear and tear, because obviously the vehicles were heavier. And it seemed like it was not really reaching or meeting the needs of clients. How have things been going since you folks started this back in July, as you mentioned?
Things have been going very well. I mean, our drivers are all trained specifically to be compassionate, patient drivers. We're very, very, we handpick our drivers, and we have been getting nothing but glowing reports back about how terrific our drivers are. So if you are in a wheelchair, we will, take you obviously from the door to the cab. We'll help you right into your doctor's appointment or your appointment. We'll pick you up right at your appointment, but you don't necessarily have to be in a wheelchair to use us either. We also offer assisted taxi service. So maybe you're a person with an intellectual disability, or you have a vision impairment, or you just want safe, reliable transportation. So we have been catering to all kinds of different people. Obviously people in wheelchairs, but all kinds of other people that just need that little bit of extra help. So if you're a senior and you need an arm from the cab to the door, or you need help carrying in your groceries or anything like that, we offer that kind of assistance.
Now, is this service, are these drivers, in the same way every other cab is registered with the city? Is it the same for your drivers?
Absolutely. They all have taxi licenses. Yes. Okay.
And you had also mentioned that this service is available at any time. Is it 24/7? Can I call at 2 a.m. if I have to?
It is 24/7. Yep. So we are available. Yep. 24/7. So if you need us, and you can also pre-book if you like.
Is that on the app? You can do that through the app?
Yes. Yeah. So the app is wonderful. If you download the Extra Care Taxi app, it will give you an estimate of the cost before you book. So if you put in the destinations, it will also give you an estimate of the time. If you're waiting, it'll tell you where the cab is in relation to where you are, so you'll know how long you have to wait. Mm-hmm. You can also put in a credit card, so you have pre-authorized payment. You don't have to. So, if you have a loved one who's traveling in our cab, you can put your credit card in the app, and then that person doesn't have to worry about payment every time they're going anywhere.
You answered some of the questions I had in advance of me asking them, but I also wanted to know, how does this compare to the fees that you would normally pay for a cab?
It's exactly the same cost. All taxis in HRM are regulated through HRM. So our taxis are the same rate as any other taxi in HRM.
And this number of 10, what do you see happening based on the volume so far? Is this something that you're going to have to expand? Because 10, quite honestly, is considerably more than have been available for quite some time in the city.
Oh, absolutely. I think that we are going to there's such a huge demand for this service. I would anticipate that we are probably going to be looking to expand, not right away, obviously, but down the road, because I think there's a huge demand for this.
And to kind of bring this home, this has been announced as a part of a project that the municipality, a funding project that they're putting forward for this staff recommendation 3-year contract. Has that contract, is it started now? Is there do you call this a pilot project? It's 3 years. That's, there's a considerable investment of time and money, I assume, for this type of service.
Yes. I mean, it is a 3-year contract. I think it's something that HRM is very, very, very invested in making happen and making work. And I know that we are as well. So I wouldn't, I don't even know if I would call it a pilot project. I think it's something that both parties are very, very invested in. And judging from the demand and how busy we are thus far, I think it's going to be a great success.
And what can folks expect if they do want to show up on October 11th at City Hall to find out more and to view this? What's going to happen on that day?
Well, we're going to have our vans on site in Grand Parade. We will be showing the vans. We will have speeches, obviously, from the mayor, from us, from Extra Care Taxi. It'll be just a big celebration and letting people know that we're here. From the different organizations that I've spoken to, Inclusion Nova Scotia and other organizations like that, everybody is over the moon about this. I mean, it's going to allow people to take part in activities and be part of the community in a way that they haven't been able to do in the past. So we hope to have a large crowd at the launch, and it will be a great day.
Well, this news release just went out today, but I suspect there will be more information in the media coming up in the next few weeks. Alex Wilson, thank you so much for sharing with us, telling us a little bit more about Extra Care Taxi and this new project that's been launched and is now available for people who are looking to have a little bit of help as they, look to exert their independence and get around HRM.
Yes, we're very happy to be part of it. Thanks for the opportunity.